What is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create partnerships for your business to increase revenue and profits. Let's get started. Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about partnerships and when to create them and when not to create them. But the first thing I want to really ask you guys is, why do a partnership in the first place, right? What's the whole purpose? Why even do it from the jump? So for me, from Momentum 360, we cover the entire United States, and we work a lot not only with B2B, with businesses that actually need our services that will hire us fully and we'll just use our Momentum 360 team members, but we also work with a lot of other virtual tour companies, right, who we've made partnerships with, who essentially subcontract out the work to us because we can handle it, because they get the leads and we are just the ones who do the fulfillment. So it's one of these things where it's added revenue, it's added profit at the end of the day for my business, simply because I'm able to have all of these partnerships because we cover the entire United States, right? So it's something to think about too, whether you're a video company, whether you're a virtual tour company, whatever company you're in. And I primarily want to focus on the content marketing specialists out there, the video experts, the photo experts, the drone experts, the 360 experts, etc. This is something where I think it's a huge opportunity for your business. But that's something to ask is, hey, do you really want to do this? Because if you're watching this video and you're like, oh, I want to create all these partnerships, but you haven't really thought through it, you got to think through it first. You got to go through the logistics. You got to go through your team. You got to make sure, is this going to be something that's actually going to be worthwhile? Because if it's not, don't worry about it. Simply focus on what you're doing, and there's other avenues to scale. But if you are looking for that opportunity to grow and to get more revenue and to get more profit using these strategies, then listen, and I think it's going to be a tremendous asset to you. So let's get started. So step number one, guys, is really thinking about your ideal partnership persona, kind of like what you do for a customer persona when you're trying to find your ideal customer with the highest revenue, the most amount of profit. You want to do the same thing with your partnerships, obviously, in regards to, okay, well, how many shoots am I going to get from them? What services am I going to provide to them, etc., right? Because at the end of the day, if you're choosing a partnership that has low opportunities, not much low-hanging fruit, low revenue, and very minimal profits, it's not a good idea, because you obviously, time is a very limited resource. You want to grow your business as fast as possible, and you obviously want to make sure that you're scaling as fast as you can to put more valuation on your company to ultimately sell it, which is what we're all trying to do here, right? Ultimately. So I would suggest making sure that you're going through all the different ideal logistics so you can find the true partnership you wish to have with the businesses you want to contact, okay? Step number two is actually creating the process that you want to follow. I find too many people who actually want to partner with me, they don't have a set process, and it's very, broad, and there's no granular details, and it's something where I don't think they're that legitimate as a person who does have a white labeled partnership document, process, etc. So the second thing I would do is, once you have your ideal partnership, an ideal company you want to work with, create that white label partnership document, because it outlines quite literally everything that the relationship is going to require, okay? Step number three is actually doing the outreach to these potential companies. So using an example with Momentum 360, we cover the entire United States and overseas as well, but I'm just going to be talking about the United States because we have roughly about 24 partnerships across the entire United States for doing virtual tours, right? So let's just say that a company in Chicago needs a shoot in St. Louis, Missouri. The Chicago company would find Momentum 360 and say, hey, do you guys cover St. Louis, Missouri? We would say, yes, we do. Are you a virtual tour company? Yes, we are. Okay, great. Well, what I can do, because this is our first shoot, is I'd like to give you a discount for this shoot, because I want to ultimately create a white label partnership with you guys where under X company name, we actually do the fulfillment and the work to get more revenue and profit. So not just for this first shoot, but for all other shoots moving forward, we're going to be the main person to do it. This way you don't have to constantly find different contractors and vendors. You just have us and we can do the fulfillment. Seems pretty straightforward, right? That's pretty much what we've done since our inception. Is people call us, there are other virtual tour companies, hey, I live in this area, but I have a lead in that area. Can you cover it? Yes, we do. And we figure out the rest, right? And it's giving a lot less stress and anxiety to these people, because, think of how many hours they needed to do, research, contracting different companies and contractors for just one specific job. Not, mind you, not the other jobs they have in the future. So it's something where we offer a tremendous solution to a lot of our clients, partners, etc. For this type of relationship. So in regards to the outreach, guys, what I do is I go on the company's website. I would have Googled top 50 virtual tour companies in the United States. I would go on their website. I would fill out a contact form. They are then going to contact me, and I'm going to be very specific of what I want. I'm going to say I want to talk to the director of partnerships, to the managing partner, president, CEO, owner, whatever the title is. I want to talk to them because they're the main decision maker and they're the main person I need to talk to in order to get this partnership started, okay? So I will then communicate that via phone call or email or text, and then we'll have a follow-up meeting to actually go through the process. Step number 4 is the meeting. This is where you close the deal for your first shoot and ultimately set yourself up for success with other shoots. So what I like to do is, using that example of that company in Chicago that has a shoot in St. Louis, what I actually like to do, which I told you guys earlier, is I say, hey, I like to do this shoot for you totally for free, or totally, maybe like a 50% discount, just so I can show you guys the value that we provide in order to earn the spot of being the main vendor for you guys moving forward. Does that sound good? And then I'll also go through the white label document that you guys can see here. It's pretty much just a straightforward document, pretty cool stuff. But I will go through that white label document, we'll come to terms, and it's pretty much a handshake agreement right on the spot for the first shoot. Once we're doing more shoots, then there's, some sort of a contract, I guess, that can take place. I really just like to work off a handshake agreement because it's a lot easier. But yeah, that's what I like to do for the meeting. And it's very straightforward. I get to know them for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I actually just go into the white label partnership, and pretty much for this first shoot, hey, how can we add value? That's what I do for a lot of people, honestly, is say, hey, if you want to taste it, it's going to be for free or very discounted, and then moving forward, I'm going to charge you full price. I don't like to make this analogy, but it's kind of like a drug dealer, right? Go to a drug dealer, yeah, take a little off the top, a little taste, totally for free, but my stuff is that good, you're gonna come back and I'm gonna need to charge you for it, right? So that's kind of the thought process there, where creating a partnership is really giving up front, not asking. You wanna give as much as you can up front, earn their trust, and once you have a good relationship, then you're golden. Because you also wanna make sure that you're not only giving them a good discount, but you do a fantastic service on the first shoot, because the first shoot is the most important shoot. If you mess up the first shoot, very unlikely that you're going to continue working with that company. But if you do a fantastic shoot for the first one, you're going to get the second, third, fourth, fifth. If you mess up on the 6th and 7th, that's okay, because you've previously had a successful amount of work and a successful track record. So they're going to be more reluctant to give you more work and to give you an opportunity if for whatever reason the shoot doesn't go according to plan. And that's really what I like to do, guys. It's a very simple strategy. I don't really like to go through social media with this. I go straight to the website, but before even that, I'll just go to Google, top 50 virtual tour companies in the United States. I will comb through the entire list of 50. I'll go on their website, I'll fill out a contact form, I'll then have an email exchange, we'll set up a meeting, and that's really when I'll talk through the white label agreement, partnership, etc., and get the ball rolling there. It's very rarely when you first talk to these people, if they're interested, they don't necessarily have a job ready and waiting for you. So it is kind of a waiting game, but the more people you contact, the more opportunities you're thus going to have. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Like this video, hit the subscribe button, comment below. If you have any questions, let me know. I want to make sure that you understand this completely, because it's a very, very, very awesome and fantastic strategy that Momentum is used to get more revenue, more profit, and ultimately more relationships with companies out there, or so competitors, having the abundance mindset. There's enough fish in the sea for everybody, and we can all do fantastic work together. All right, so thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.